I want to know the origin of where you came up with Jigsaww 92.
Okay, so that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
That's a good question. It's deep, so I can elaborate. All right, and this is gonna sound like I planned it, but I promise I didn't. My last mixtape under the name Rock, it was called Beginning at the End. Don't ask me why I named it that, but it just like felt good, and it was Beginning at the End. On that mixtape, I have a song called Illusions, and I have the bar where I say, I just tortured them till they killed themselves, Jigsaw, and then it's just like, it felt cool. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. You go a little bit more forward, my next mixtape was called Illusions, and that was my first time like being Jigsaw. 92, it was crazy.
So you just took it on.
Yeah, just. And
it stuck with you. Well, it's got a good ring to it. I mean, I think, you know, when people see that on the billboards, they Jigsaw 92, they're interested just because of the name. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing the rap and you're starting out, you got to be creative with even a name, you know, just to draw attention to it. But I think it's really catchy, man. And when they hear it and open it up and check out your YouTube, they're not going to be disappointed.
And now, I say like what it means to me now that I've kind of like grown into it, and I'm like I understand that that's what I do from a music standpoint. It's like the Jigsaw represents the journey, and it's like we're all incomplete, so it's like a lot of pieces that you gotta find.
Right.
And I feel like each one of my songs is a piece of me. Right. And then 92 is just where I started. 1992 when I was born. So.
Okay, so that's when the 92 kind of birth year. But I mean, it's all good. It all came together. But your music is really, it all has a message to it. You talk a lot about your family. You talk a lot about your mom. Let's talk about the inspiration that brings the music to you.
Well, it's just like, I feel like it's a lot more easy. There you go.
He's like, I wish I had my, I can't even stream him live because of my internet, the Pokemon shut us down. But he's over here like Steph Curry and his daughter with the NBA Finals over here, man. It's a wonderful sight. But beautiful little girl, man. But the inspiration that brings that music to you, man, because it's deep. It's really deep.
It's just like, I really can't write music from like a false standpoint. So it's like, if I'm sitting in the studio or I'm sitting at home, I'll go to like a billion beats, and it's like until I feel a beat that is just like the music comes out without a lot of effort, then I can't. It's just like not the same. So I just like, that's my formula. Like the song has to come to me like naturally.
Right.
And it's nothing more natural than your own stories.
Exactly. There you go. So you can't go wrong when you're telling something that you lived through and been through yourself.
Right.
You're not falsifying anything, and that's what a lot of these young rappers talk about, especially coming out that live in small cities. They talk about all this gang banging. There ain't even no gang banging going on. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about what you do from day to day, and that's what you do on your music. Now, the collaboration with Belly. Belly's been doing a lot of different music. I met your cousin Tremaine. He came in, wonderful cat. Doing a shout out to him, man. Support the company, country.